Olá, muito bom dia. Seja bem-vindo a este especial Futebol Clube do Porto. Dentro de momentos aqui na sala de imprensa do Olival, vamos ter a oportunidade de ouvir a Francesco Farioli na antevisão ao duelo frente ao Aves, o último jogo do ano civil de 2025, a 16ª jornada do campeonato que está agendada para amanhã, segunda-feira, dia 29, a partir das 8h15 no Estádio do Dragão. O Futebol Clube do Porto que chega a esta jornada na liderança do campeonato, são 14 vitórias em 15 jogos, 33 golos marcados e apenas 4 sofridos, são a defesa menos batida desta Primeira Liga. O Futebol Clube do Porto, que antes da paragem para o Natal venceu o Alverca no Ribatejo por 3-0, com um bis de Borja Sainz e também um golo de Alan Varela, e precisamente por causa desse mesmo encontro, o espanhol foi eleito pela Liga o melhor jogador da semana para a Liga, por causa disso mesmo, por essa grande exibição no Ribatejo, frente ao Alverca, principalmente com o segundo golo, que foi um excelente golo do espanhol Borja Sainz. Também dar nota para a renovação de Diogo Costa nos últimos dias. O capitão dos Dragões renovou até 2030, prolonga assim o vínculo com uma casa, com um clube que o vê crescer. No que toca também a dados individuais, nota para a Samu, que continua a ser o melhor marcador desta equipa do Futebol Clube do Porto. No que toca ao adversário, o Alverca, a tabela fala por si só. O lugar que ocupam são a lanterna vermelha deste campeonato, o AFS, numa altura em que Francesco Farioli entra na sala de imprensa.
Bom dia. Boa tarde a todos. Começamos com a pergunta do Porto Canal.
Boa tarde, Pedro. Boa tarde, Mister. Olhando para este adversário, o próximo adversário do Futebol Clube do Porto, a tabela não deixa mentir, estão no último lugar, já com vários treinadores esta temporada. Ainda assim, vêm de 2 jogos sem perder, um deles uma vitória frente ao Vitória para a taça. Como é que olha para este adversário?
No, if you watch the table, of course, the feelings could come very easily. The team that is first with the team that is last. The reality is always different. Of course, the change coach recently. The coach has just won one game, so we analyzed this one and we went back in some previous experiences. He's a coach with a lot of experiences as well in Portugal, even though the last was not here. We analyzed, of course, the game that they played when the analyst was in charge. So to try to find patterns and to try to find common things. In my opinion, you know how I think. Is not there is no one game that can make us relax, and the one of tomorrow is definitely not one of these one. We have to be really sharp, really competitive, also because we are coming from a week without a game. That is a quite unusual scenario for us. What I can say that in the last 3 training sessions, the players come with a great motivation, with a great energy after the small break, and tomorrow we have to be capable to transfer these vibes into the pitch, to do a great game and to go for the result.
Sport TV.
Boa tarde, Francesco. O que pensa deste adversário, que está em último lugar, mas nas últimas jornadas e com o novo treinador já mostrou alguma melhora na forma, e se com a ausência do Borja Sainz, o William Gomes vai ser certo no 11 titular?
So you said correctly that in the last 2 matches the trend has shifted to a much positive one. The results that they had in Vitoria, the last game where they went up, and after the game didn't went well for them. But in general, the feelings are different. So this one is an extra reason why to be more connected for the game of tomorrow. But as I told you, we have already so many things to be aware of and to be motivated for. That's absolutely the priority. After in a long run and in a long season, sometimes more than the motivation, what is really important is the discipline, and this team so far has proved this capacity to be constant, resilient when it was the moment to be, and this is what I'm expecting for the game of tomorrow. A team with discipline, that is also big part of Porto DNA, and to transfer this one again with quality on the pitch, with aggressiveness and the right spirit to end up the year in front of our supporters with the best feeling possible.
Olá, Francesco. Eu pergunto-lhe como é que foi este regresso depois da pausa de Natal. Tinha dito que os jogadores iam todos à balança depois de Natal. Causou estragos ou está tudo na máxima força e nas melhores condições físicas?
Look, the reality that a couple of players came back almost with 2 kilos less, so I think they were doing bike in the sauna because they came really with a really good shape. And to be honest, the last 3 training session has been with a lot of energy, a lot of good vibes. Unfortunately, this one doesn't help us doesn't win games, but for sure can help us to get closer to the opportunity. So, as I told you, my wishes for tomorrow is to transfer the energy that we had in these days. The break was well deserved, and especially for a team that is coming from the Club World Cup, it was even more important to try to find a spot to break this long season with a lot of international players. I think they behaved really well in the 3 days, so they had a good time and good days with their family. We had also a good news from Gabri Veiga that became father on the 25th, so the family moment again has been positive for everybody, for myself as well. So we recharge, we recover, and now is the moment to go full gas again in the league, in the competition, and to push really hard for the game of tomorrow. And as I told you, hopefully with a Dragao full to end up the year with the vibes that the supporter and the city deserve.
Record.
Boa tarde, Mister. Nuno Barbosa, do Jornal Record. Há uma semana falou aqui da arbitragem, disse que o clima em redor da arbitragem estava a tornar-se insustentável, e isso motivou uma provocação do presidente do Sporting, que lhe chamou um paraquedista que aterrou agora no futebol português. Que comentário lhe merece essa provocação de Frederico Varandas?
The metaphor about the parachute here, the parachute, the only one that is doing is Alessandro, our photographer. Really, he's going for that. From my side, I have, let's say, enough adrenaline with the game, so I don't play paddle. I'm a very boring person, so I don't do any type of extreme activities. And yeah, the rest is just noise, pollution. Even if I'm short in Portugal, I think in 6 months I already see enough, at least to have my feeling that I always share with I think with the respect that is needed for all the institution, but as well to defend my club and to defend the work of the people that are here with me, trying to do the best.
O jogo.
Olá, Mister. Se me permite 2 perguntas. Uma ainda a propósito disto, o Presidente do Sporting também falou na necessidade de aplicar multas muito mais pesadas para quem fala sobre a arbitragem. O que é que tem a dizer sobre isso? Concorda?
Wait. If you can go back to the... I lost you. Yes.
Sim. Gostava de perguntar a propósito do Presidente do Sporting ter dito que estava a favor de multas mais pesadas para quem fala de arbitragem, pagar multas mais pesadas.
Fines, paying fine.
Yes, it's also retroactive or just for...
Não sei, foi ele que disse.
Okay, so
provavelmente não.
We need to ask.
Eu queria lhe perguntar também, o Diogo Costa renovou o contrato esta semana e disse que uma das principais razões para o fazer foi o Farioli. Como é que viu essas palavras dele e o que é que disse ao Diogo para o convencer a renovar também?
No, so about the renewal of Diogo, I think has been a great step for the club, for the team as well. His renewal has been celebrated with a lot of energies from all the players. you know that of course we don't discuss the goalkeeper and his level, and especially I think what he's doing and how much he's growing in terms of leadership, his charisma, the way that he's wearing the armband is something, in my opinion, quite unique. So I'm really glad to work with him, and that he's the captain of our team. Yeah, we have I think a great relationship. We respect each other. We love each other in the way that, of course, is great to have a player of this talent and this personality. And above all, I think the part that makes us really in the same page is our ambition, our desire for setting the right standards and the right behaviors. And from there, it goes with a day by day and with a daily work. That's for me at the end is the most important part. As always, process and standard above everything.
CMTV.
Boa tarde, Paulo Jorge Duarte, CMTV e Now. Duas perguntas. Uma do jogo. Daquilo que é a minha análise, o Futebol Clube do Porto é muito mais consistente com equipas mais fortes, com equipas que jogam de igual para igual. Contra equipas teoricamente mais fracas, normalmente o Futebol Clube do Porto tem mais dificuldades, é a minha análise. Amanhã, contra o último, é algo que pode voltar a acontecer, é uma análise que já fez?
So, I think it's as you said, it's your opinion. I think football, modern football, present always difficult scenarios, difficult situation on the pitch, because the organization is growing every day more, because coaches are getting better and better in all the leagues, in all at all the levels. The knowledge as well of the players is growing, and after there is let's say tactical plan that of course needs to be we need to find the key to unblock. And when you face teams that are defending lower, the game of course depends a lot by the events, because even if you play in the opposite half and you are dominant of the pitch with a lot of ball possession, this sometimes is not enough. Then you need, of course, organization. You need capacity to win individual duels. To, for example, I think one great example was the game of Tondela, where in the first half we struggled a lot, not because we played bad, but because we didn't have maybe the capacity to accelerate the game as much as we should, because we were very poor in the capacity to unlock the game individually. We had a very low percentage of successful dribbling, and in this type of game the capacity to solve sometimes also individually the game or to unlock individually the game is a key part. So I believe that against opponent more than a stronger team or weaker team is more about teams that are pressing a bit more or teams that are sitting a bit lower, are two different type of games, different type of scenarios, and this one demands from our side the capacity to understand very fast the type of game and to find the proper solution to perform.
Uma segunda pergunta. Não acho que seja um paraquedista. Não acho que seja um paraquedista. Mas está aqui há pouco tempo e já se tem envolvido em algumas polémicas relacionadas com a arbitragem. Considera que a arbitragem em Portugal, ou a polémica, ou as análises, ou as vezes que se recorre à arbitragem para justificar algumas coisas, se é mais intensa que nos outros países em que já trabalhou, e que levou, e essa polémica levou mesmo relativamente ao ganhar, não ganhar, Frederico Barantas, o presidente do Sporting, a comparar o Benfica a um piloto de Fórmula 1, ao Lewis Hamilton, e nesse caso, se o Benfica é o Lewis Hamilton, quem é o Porto?
So no, it's a long question with a lot of topics. I like Formula One, but I like to watch. But yeah, there are too many things, and I think for us, so my position about the refereeing situation in Portugal, I think I made myself very clear a few days ago, and I absolutely stand with my words of a couple of weeks ago, and I think it's not really needed to add anything, because yeah, it's just a matter to open in YouTube the press conference, and you will find again my position, my ideas, and for sure the necessity to assess the problem with a cold mind and out of the polemic of the single event, but more as something to improve the Portuguese football, and all the other noise and comments and metaphors, needs to be far away from our mind, because tomorrow we have an important match that as well is coming in a crucial moment of the season for us. So I think this is where our mind needs to be, our energy needs to be invested. And honestly, nothing more than this. Now, I really would like to close the press conference, because we have still some job to do in the office, and this is absolutely the priority. So let's stop talking about the noise and the pollution, and of course, more than happy to answer about question related for the game of tomorrow. Sorry?
It won't stop until the end of the season.
Maybe not. In my mind, I try to be positive, and I wish and I believe that the people in charge, they will find the proper solution to stop the noise and to make the competition as fair as possible.
Paulo? Olá, Mister. Fica a ideia de que o Alavarela, desde o início da temporada, baixou um bocadinho de forma. E não sei se foi com a chegada do Pablo, o Pablo, portanto, meteu-o em sentido. Acha que o Pablo, nesta altura, acrescenta mais coisas do que o Alavarela jogando na posição 6, ou não?
Look, about Alan, I think he's one of the players with the biggest amount of minutes in the team, so I think it's quite somehow normal and human to feel I don't say a deflection in performance, but more like to reach a level and to keep and to be in the plateau, in this moment. Even though the last game, of course, a part of the goal, I think the game was really positive in a pitch that was really difficult to play on. He started to feel cramps at minute 60 because the pitch was, especially in the middle where he was playing, was very heavy. I think he gave us a lot, and of course he will will keep giving us a lot of things. He's a key player for us. And I think the combination between, in the way that you mentioned the question, cool sound, type of competition in between them, the reality that both players are really complementary in between them, due to the fact that Pablo played in several positions, but as well because, in some games as well they play together. And this gave a lot to the team as well. So the season is long. The game of tomorrow, of course, is an important step. So I have to take some decisions in the midfield. But looking a bit farther, I think to have two players of this level in the middle of the pitch is definitely an important asset for us. And I will try to manage them in the best way to help us. Of course, till the end, keeping their level, and if possible, of course, to keep them improving as they want and as I want.
Bom domingo a todos, bom trabalho.
Ficam então as palavras de Francesco Farioli em antevisão a este jogo diante do Aves. Uma pequena tradução daquilo que disse o treinador do Futebol Clube do Porto, dizer que equipas estão em polos opostos, porque o Futebol Clube do Porto ocupa o primeiro lugar, o Aves o último, mas não é um jogo para relaxamento, a equipa não